this is the Global Digest think tank group, and you are our guest today.
I would like to thank you for inviting me to this conversation. I should say that I'm an independent researcher from Armenia. Now I'm in Yerevan, and I have many years experience in researches. I have done researches in many areas of economics. Started with international economics, ending with uh, labor economy, and so on. I'm also a lecturer at the Armenian State University of Economics. I have worked in different research projects. For example, we have such research on One Belt initiative. China is doing this project, and we are analyzing the role of Armenia, especially in part of innovations. So I have a very long background in research.
See,
I take my PhD in 2010, and the topic of my dissertation is economic growth, uh, stochastic modeling of economic growth.
I see. So you are in Armenia, right? And
Yes.
last time I talked with one of economic professor in Armenia, Russia, economic cooperation. But China also they have a capitalist economy. I don't know how can you compare. Armenia is your democracy political system, right? And
Yes. Market.
Capitalist market economy system. China also doing market economy system. I don't know. Russia is market economy or socialist economy system. How can you say that?
I should say that this topic is very close to me, as I was born in Soviet Union. As you know, it is totally socialist country, and then we enter to market, to democracy, market economy, and I have passed all these stages from uh, socialist economic system to market economic system. Now Armenia has its own policy. Yes, of course, it depends in some aspects on Russian economy because we have been together for 70 years in Soviet Union, and these ties we are trying to keep. Russia is a very big country, and we have many ties with Russian economy. However, now we are trying to move closer to market. But when we are talking about social economic system, I would like to talk not in ideological way, and not to attack or to try defend his emotions, but I would like to analyze all these situations honestly as an economic system. Uh, we should understand that socialism did not appear by accident. It was born in a time when capitalism had serious problems, such as very high inequality, poor working conditions, child labor, extreme poverty, national grade wealth. Difference is very big from poor and wealthy. So the idea of socialism was appealing. It promised equality, fairness, security, and for workers. But economics is not only about good intentions. It is about how systems actually work in real life. So, what socialism tries to do, how it works in practice, what problems here in this country, and what.
And as you said, you are very well know about socialist economic system. And
Yes.
I don't know, China is a 100% market economy system, or it is not 100% market economy.
China is a special case. It is, we could say, it is a turning point case. China is before 1978. China followed strict socialism. Communists controlled agriculture. State planning dominated. The results of such policy is poverty, low productivity, and food shortages. After 1978, China introduced private farming, market prices, profit incentives. The result was a rapid economic growth, innovations. We have massive poverty reduction and technological progress. China did not abandon socialism completely, but without markets, growth was impossible. This clearly shows that markets are not ideological enemies. They are economic tools. And we see how rapid is the growth of China and its initiative of One Belt, One Road from in sea and from different roads is very crucial for international economy. And Armenia is taking part in this initiative. And we believe that this will be good for our country, which is trying to find its place as a small economy.
I see. So you want to say China after 1978, around 1980, they open market.
Yes.
They can able to open effectively market economy. The market economy, once they get a very good market system, then they are very successful market economy, and their economy is growing and poverty is reduced
Yes.
in China. What about in Russia? Russia also said they open market, they invite many investor market, but why Russia failed for economic growth?
I think that the transition from socialism to market economy is very rapid for Russian, and it was done with many mistakes. The problem is that Russian is sitting only on oil, gas, and these factors influence their economy. They don't give much attention to technologies, to poverty in the country. Russia is a very big country, as you can see, and the development of such territories needs more funding, more resources to be used. And in this case, when the transition from Soviet system, from socialist system to market system was done with many mistakes. For example, privatization. all factories that Russians have from Soviet time, they are privatized by people who don't know how they can control these factories. In result, these factories are closed they sold these factories, take this money and give it out from country. So the decline of Russian economy as market economy was very huge. For example, China do this transition very carefully, in very educated way. Yes, in Russian it was very rapid.
See. So can you say Russia socialist economy to market economy transition period is 1990?
Transition is started in 1991 when Soviet Union was closed, broken, yes. And each country of Soviet Union is trying to go to market economy. However, this transition is not organized in good way. That's why we have lost much than gain. You know, we lost our opportunity to achieve more goals of market economy. We trying to stay in the middle of socialism and market economy. We have tasted wild market economy process.
You see.
Mhm.
So it means Russia case used to be a lot of state control, socialist economy, and a lot of factory manufacturing companies are controlled by state. But during transition to market economy, they could not properly transfer company to the private, and the private company who cannot able to properly manage it, and also they are lack of management, they are lack of skill or any technological skill or any logistic problem among
Yes.
private sector. So that transition to the privatization is failed. You can say like that.
Yes, the organization of all this process is not very good. It results everyone and also economies which are depend on Russian economy, such Armenian economy, Belarusian economy, and other Soviet countries, which have many ties with Russian economy.
I see.
You know, and I should say that here we have some geopolitical problems. Russia is a big country and it has its own policy in international area, and West is trying in many ways to control this country, and this struggle I think it don't help Russian economy to recovery as rapidly as China. However, now we see that the West is not very have no so good relations with China too. Trump tariffs are very high for some cases, and this way of policy from the United States is not so good for market economy.
See.
open economy. Yes, for 30 years after collapsing of Soviet Union, we think that we are going to open economy. And now these tariffs don't talk about this.
I see. So Russia has a lot of problem, and as you said, geopolitically, geoeconomically, and a lot of the surrounding Russia geopolitics. Russia it is busying with geopolitics. For example, Cold War, and now is a lot of war with during 1990 Chechnya war, and now Ukraine war. Russia is busy for those geopolitics.
The main sectors in Russia is gas and oil. The privatization in this sector is not so good, and they return to state private times. For example, there are some oil producing companies which are independent, but after some mistakes, they return to public, they become government companies because they have no chance to grow, and for not letting to be bankruptcy of these companies, government take control of these private companies in the oil sector. It is not a very good result. Yes, it don't let these companies be competitive comparing with its Western companies in the same sector. Government control is very huge of these companies. I think that in the future, for Russian economy, it is good if the companies in oil sector will be more independent from the government. It will let them to attract technologies which are very important for this sector. For example,
so oil and gas sector, the privatization is not successful in Russia, and you want to say now oil and gas sector is returned back to the state control at the moment? It's
yes,
state
yes.
control, right?
There are some companies which are independent in oil sector, and after failure, government have no way. It should privatize them. We also see this problem when after West companies leave Russia from Ukraine war, these independent companies become public companies too. And now in Russia, we see that government share of economy is growing. However, as we see from other countries, this way is not good. For example, Cuba is not wealthy country, yes, because it is totally in socialism market. They live in a socialism system. That's why all the resources are not used very effectively. All have the same wages, for example, but all they live not so wealthy. And if Russian go to this way, it will be hit by this policy too.
I see. So you can say a lot of Russian privatization, they become more state control nowadays, and it seems it is a direction to the more socialist economy in Russia again.
Yes, I should say that this situation creates a bureaucratic system where managers answer to ministers, not consumers. Losses are covered by the government. This such situation was in Soviet Union and Eastern Europe. In these countries, factories did not fear bankruptcy. So the inefficiency continued, waste increased, quality stayed low. In these countries, corruption also became common because officials controlled the resources. Yes, connections mattered more than performance. I should say that when the state is owner, employer, regulator, there are no real checks and balances. And in this situation, the economy will collapse eventually. That's why Russia needs a direction to a mixed economy system like China. It can keep ideology. However, the market should go to the socialist system should be changed to market economy as soon as possible. If it will not be done, then Russia will be a big problem for the world. It has nuclear weapons, and this situation is very bad for the world. That's why West economies should help Russia to go to the market economy. They should do everything to put out Russia from this environment, I think.
I see.
It is good for all, for Armenia, for Soviet republics, and for the world. For neighbors, China is also a member of a neighbor of Russia, and in this case, China also should help Russia to change the economy.
Right. So you said Armenia is also depend on Russia. So what will be Armenia's future direction?
I believe that the future of Armenia is market economy. We are doing some steps forward this. After Azerbaijan war, as you know, it has finished. Our borders are, we are trying to open our borders for all our neighbors. You know, Armenia is a small economy. We should not tell others what to do. However, we should have good relations with everyone. And this is the course of Armenia for today. We are participating in European projects. We are good with United States. We are also good with Russian, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Iran. We are trying to keep some equilibrium. I think that there is no way for Armenia. We should be a hub for trade, for innovations. As you know, innovation, we are good on innovations. We have very good results in this sector. These results are very good comparing even with Russian and comparing with our neighbors. So the main factors of development of Armenia are our people. We don't have much area. Our country is small, and we should do everything to have good relations with all the world.
Right.
Also in market economy. This everything should be done in market economy. There is no other way. We cannot do like China. Ideologically, we cannot be in socialism, and this process we have finished already.
Right.
I should say that this transition period has been finished already for Armenia.
I see. China did very good diplomacy, political diplomacy, and that made China have very good market. They have a good relationship with Western country and many other country. So China achieved very good market, and they can, if they have a big market, they can make a lot of business economy, right? But in case of Russia, they are not that good as China, I think, diplomacy and its relationship with many countries. So Russia case, they don't have very good market and they don't have big market. In spite they are failing privatization, they are not successful. So isn't that the market is very important for economy?
I think that socialism offers many good things like fairness, dignity, social justice. But in real life, it faced systematic economic problems, such as inefficient planning, weak incentives, bureaucracy, slow innovation, political concentration of power. All this we see in Russia now. Economic systems should not be judged by ideology, but by how well they improve people's life. The main lesson is that a good economy must work with human behavior and not against. And each country which follows this simple way, it will have more achievements for their people. For example, Swedish, Norway, Finland, they have market economy. However, they keep some social justice. This is some example of economy. However, I don't think that Russian or Armenia can go by this way. We should keep our market economy and improve this. I should say that market should do its work and government should do its work. Every part should do its work. For example, market should keep efficiency in economy, and government should take social participation. And each country which follow this this policy, it will have good results. We are good tourism. Its share is very big in our economy. As you know, we have ancient history, and we use our land to attract tourists. The other sector in our economy is innovations. We are involving in this processes in the world. We have good relations with big innovation hubs in the world. As you know, some American innovation companies are interested to run business in Armenia, such as NVIDIA, Microsoft, and so other. So we have transmit our economy in such way as we can attract investitions from these innovation centers.
Right.
This is our policy. We are good also in trade. We are trying to be a hub in the region. And we say that neighbors can use our land for trade, for different corridors where we will be at the center. This is the new policy after years of war with Azerbaijan. Now our boundaries are open and we can do trade with our neighbors openly. I should say that war with Azerbaijan keeps away investment from Armenia. And when we solve this problem, I think that the world is looking to Armenia in other way.
I see. So a lot of corridor, open boundary, open borders, and a lot of business hub in the country that will make bigger market, right? And that will enlarge market. In Russia case, they fail to have a good market or big market, international market, right? Because they even oil and gas sector, they don't have a lot of market because many people, Russia has very difficult to sell after Ukraine crisis, European did not buy and many other countries did not buy. So it's a market crisis for the oil and gas for Russia.
I think that each country should have good relations with its neighbors. I should say that Russia have many problems with neighbors. European side is almost closed. However, Russia needs European investments, Western money. However, this will let Russian economy to grow rapidly. But sanctions do their job and don't let Russians to sell their oil openly. Western companies leave Russia, and this is the signal for others